Alright, so it's been like 4 weeks since I went out fishing, when I bagged up on Bream. I think, was it the 27th today? 27th of May. Yeah, so I finally managed to get a chance to get out. There's a lots of reasons why I didn't go out. One of the main reasons was up all night catching bream like that. Just burned me out, and I really didn't feel for at least 2 weeks going out. It's coming back now, and I really want to get out. So yeah, I'm not actually at the lake. I'm in the car park of the local supermarket. Just picked up a few supplies for the night. Yeah, so I'm going to get on the road and get down the Syndicate water and see if I can't muscle my way through the bream. One negative is that I think, let's just check. Temperature gauge on the car is saying 28 degrees, and we haven't had weather like this year at all, really. And I am probably going to smash it into probably the first bit of spawn in, so I'm going to have to be very lucky to get one, and if I do get one, very careful with it. But so the bream might be a godsend if the carp are dancing around the lake. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the road now, and I'll see you when I get to the lake. All right, ta-da. Right then, so I'm at the lake. It's really windy down here, but it's hot wind, so I'm going to make the obvious choice, and I'm going to fish on the back of the wind, on the front of the wind, I mean. I've walked the whole lake, and this is probably the only place I've seen fish, and they've been showed up moving around. So yeah, so that's where I am, and that's where I'm going to set up. Right then, so I'm set up. I've got all the 3 rods out. I've been playing with rigs for the last probably 3 hours. I got one on like a 4-foot zig. The other one, just a trod. But I've been trimming that back and forth, trying different shapes and sizes. And the other one then, well, I did try a piece of bread in the corner. There was carp moving around there when I arrived. Didn't take long for them to disappear as soon as they noticed I was here. But the roach just kept destroying the bread anyway. There's some big roach floating around up there. But it's not what I'm after today, is it? Right. Yeah, so I'm going to have to think about plans for the night now, because I can't just keep playing around with his eggs and stuff like that. I'm going to go 100% bottom baits, 3 rods. Small PVA bag, ground boilie, not no pellets at all, a bit of sea salt, and that's what I'm going to do for the night. I've got some tuna and spice boilies outside, because I read somewhere that bream seem to avoid peppery and spicy food, so tuna and spice. I haven't tasted them, so I don't know if they are hot, spicy, or peppery or anything like that. But that's what I'll be putting on when I do go for bottom baits anyway. Give it a try. Yeah, so that's my update for now. I'll see you later. Hopefully I'll have a fish on the bank. I don't think they've started spawning. I haven't seen anything. I've seen fish cruising around, not thrashing around. So hopefully, yeah, they'll be up for a feed tonight. And one good thing, I'm not on my 3rd bream now. Alright then, I'll see you later. Right then, I've just hooked one on bread. A small piece of bread. It's just crossed underneath one of the rods that are out, so you might hear some bite alarms going. Oh. It's a hard fighting fish. I didn't see it. All I saw was a swirl in the line pull. Right, literally, I'd thrown out a handful of dog biscuits about 3 hours ago, and I'd forgotten about them, and then there was an almighty crash, which I just couldn't ignore. I'm so glad I didn't. Oh, I haven't had a fight like this from a carp for ages. I think he's foul hooked. That's why he's fighting so hard. Oh. Yeah, he was foul hooked on the side. That's why he's fighting so hard. Right, it was foul hooked. I just nicked it in the side. Must have swum straight through and turned over on the bait or something. But still a very nice fish and very thick. Still a hell of a paddle to give me a fight. So I haven't weighed it yet. It's quite a thick fish, very dark fish, isn't it? It's thick and long, but there's no sort of depth to it. But I'm going to give it, say, 12, 13. Let's see what it actually is then, is it? That's actually 13.3 £. It's not bad for the first fish out of the Syndicate. Of course, I wouldn't have I'd have preferred it not to have been foul hooked, but I'll take it. Right, let's get a photo of this, my first fish, and let's get it back. Right then, let's put the first carp from my Syndicate water back. Yeah, I rubbed a bit of clinic on where I'd actually hooked it in the side, but as I say, how long is that going to last? It's probably wash off as soon as it goes in the water. But there's a bit of life there. It's been a hot day. Taking a long time to get our breath back. Away she goes. Ooh, right. Yeah, I've had a fish. I'm still going to claim it foul hooked. It fought like absolute stink, and it's the first fish out here, so it was trying to take the bait. It just slipped. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. Right, there's been fish on the top all over the place. I was feeding dog biscuits and trying to fish with bread, and they sussed the bread and they really weren't. They were steering around it. There's some really close heart-stopping moments where they virtually had the bread in their mouth and they just swim backwards. So that's over with. I'm going to start getting the rods ready for night now, all bottom baits, and hopefully get a carp or two on the bank. But yeah. All right then, I'll see you later. Fish number 2. Gonna guess what it is? A little bream. Ooh, probably the smallest one. Smallest I've had out here, actually. But still, another fish. Oh, right, let's hope I don't get plagued by them. Right, then let's get it back. Here we go, Bream number 2. What we got? I got a mouth. They won't even fit the boilie. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, they're still coming. Alright then. Let's get it back. Right then, so it's coming up to 1 o'clock now. I've had 2 breams so far. Since it started getting dark. But and I've had 1 run that I didn't connect with anything. But I am confident. There is fish moving towards the margins where I've put my bait, and I'm just hoping one picks them up. So the spicy tuna, Bream like them too. So it's to rethink that, or rethink the bait now for the next session. And well, I haven't had as many Bream runs, so I think taking pellets out of the equation has made a big difference. It's just all I need now is a couple of carp to pick them up, and then it'll make it feel like I'm actually doing the job properly. Alright. Right, so it is coming up to 1 o'clock. The time has just flown by, I don't know. So I'm just going to go to sleep now, I think. I've given up pottering around, watching water and stuff like that. It's too dark to do that now anyway. But yeah, so I'll see you in the morning, unless I bank a carp. I'm probably not going to film any more Bream takes, especially the Bream that I'm getting now. They're probably £2. If I get anything over £5, perhaps I'll do a video blog. If not, I'll maybe take photos. I don't know. I'll see you later. Alright, ta-da. Morning. It's about 6 o'clock now, and literally for the last 3 hours the carp have been thrashing around in the margins. So they started spawning last night. I was expecting them to already have started spawning, so I was quite lucky when I came down here yesterday and they hadn't. And I got a carp on the bank, so it's not too bad really. And the Bream sort of left me alone last night. I think I had about 4 or 5 runs. Big baits, the big hooks, the long hairs. They weren't connecting with the Bream. Alarm clock. Yeah, so those rigs weren't connecting with the Bream, even though I was getting the baits dragged round a bit by them. So it meant that I didn't end up with a snotty landing mat this morning. But yeah, there's nothing happening at the moment, but there's been carp throwing themselves around in the margins. But live and learn, do we? I actually came down here this morning to because there's a work party on the lake, and yeah, so I'm going to be packing up by about 8 o'clock anyway. So I've got about 2 hours. So if I can pick off one fish that isn't spawning in the next 2 hours, that would be great. To be truthful, I don't really think I will. I haven't put the baits out, but maybe I'll get a Bream or something to show you, and then I'm going to pack up and go. Alright then, I'll see you later. I'll see you before I pack up and go. I'll end the video then. Alright then, ta-da. Alright then, I'm loading the car. The other boys have turned up for the work party, so I better get a move on really. The last one sort of in action. Yeah, not a bad session. 1 carp in the bank, 2 bream. Yeah, at least it was my first fish out the Syndicate water, which is I'm more than happy with that. Yeah. Since first light this morning, it's been liner city. I've just been getting line bites all the time, but yeah, so they're obviously mid spawning, and I need to give this place a rest for a bit. Alright then, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time I'm on the bank. I'll go in now. Ta-da.